What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Unbearable Podcast. And today, I have my Week 14 NFL predictions. And last week, we had a very good week, going 14-2, getting only the Falcons game and the Ravens game wrong. You gotta take it. Which brings our total from this season to 122-76. So a very good year, can't complain. Very good week last week. Let's see if we can keep that up as we head into Week 14. Starting with the Thursday night football matchup, we have the Green Bay Packers heading into Detroit to face the 11-1 Detroit Lions. The Packers faced the Miami Dolphins and just pretty much dominated them. There wasn't really a point in the game where it was close or it felt close. Obviously, cold weather has to do with that, but after coming off the 49ers and the Dolphins win, the Packers are on a roll, but they face the Detroit Lions, who haven't lost since Tampa Bay, and they had a very close game with the Chicago Bears, but still pulled it out. A lot of injuries to their defense, especially the linebacking core, so we'll see how that plays a factor, but I still do think the Detroit Lions are going to take this one. Then heading on to Sunday, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tennessee Titans. Jacksonville losing their quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. Very bad hit. It shouldn't have happened. It was bad. That was dirty. What are you going to do? Well, not do that would be the ideal, but it happened. He got suspended 3 games. So, it's not looking good for the Jaguars. Their main bright spot is gone. Defense doesn't really look good. Offense with Mac Jones doesn't really look good. But they are facing a pretty mid team in the Tennessee Titans, who kind of in the same boat. Offense doesn't look really good. Their defense is meh. And I think it's going to be a very close game. But I do think the Tennessee Titans are going to pull it out in Tennessee. Then we have the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins in Miami. The 3-9 Jets, dude, started off the game against the Seattle Seahawks pretty good. They opened up the gate. They looked good. They looked ready to go, but it all fell down. It all went downhill very quickly and ended up losing to the Seattle Seahawks. Their offense just looks lost. Aaron Rodgers, he shows glimpses of good stuff, but overall just not good. And their defense, I don't know how it went from last year to this year, but it's a completely different defense. Miami, ever since Tua came back, their offense has been steadily going up. Obviously losing to the Packers last week, I feel like that was more of the cold than anything. And I think they're going to beat the New York Jets, mainly because the Jets are going to lose the game more than Miami's going to win the game. But I could see Miami popping off for a pretty good offensive day. Then we have the Atlanta Falcons versus the Minnesota Vikings. The 6-6 Falcons lost to the Chargers. Kirk Cousins had 4 interceptions or something crazy like that. They had a chance to win it on the last drive, do an interception. They're a pretty good team. Their offense can be good. Their defense is pretty all right. But they are facing quite a good team in the 10-2 Minnesota Vikings, who, can I just say, you can watch my preseason video. I was not expecting this. I thought the Vikings were going to be ass. But credit to the coaching staff over in Minnesota. Credit to Kevin O'Connell. Credit to Brian Flores. They took a team that nobody thought would do anything. Now they're 10-2. Crazy. Their offense has been clicking. Their defense has been... Obviously, it's been very good, but nobody's against the Bears. It was, but I don't think they're gonna have the same problems they had with the Bears, and I think they're gonna beat the Atlanta Falcons. Then the New Orleans Saints versus the New York Giants. The Saints lost their first game against who was it? Who was it that they lost against to last week? I know it was their first loss. Because it was their interim head coach's first loss. It was the Rams. Wait, no, it wasn't. Who was it? Who did it? It was the Rams. Yeah. To be honest, did not watch that game. not going to watch a Rams-Saints game. Just being honest. But the Saints did lose. I mean, overall, this team has been all right. There hasn't been anything special. They've been pretty bad, actually. But since their interim head coach, they've been on an upward trajectory. Not saying that that's like they're very good, but they're not ass. The New York Giants, ass. Saints are going to win. Then we have the Carolina Panthers, who they're 3-9, but have been showing a lot of life, showing a lot of improvement, and looking like a pretty good, having a pretty good future in the NFL. Offense has been looking pretty good. Defense has been there, so that's a good thing. But they're facing the 10-2 Philadelphia Eagles, who have been freaking rocking. So I'm going to say that the Philadelphia Eagles get this win. Then we have the Cleveland Browns versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cleveland Browns facing the Denver Broncos, where Jameis Winston threw for a bunch of yards, but also threw 2 pick sixes. That's what's going to happen with Jameis. He's going to fling the rock, and it's either going to be very good or very bad. And we love him for it. Jameis, you're the best. I love you. I love Caleb Williams more. But I love you. I hope you continue to be a quarterback in the NFL, because I love watching you. There's nothing more exciting than watching Jameis Winston play. Obviously not for my team, because I'd be shitting bricks, but I love watching it for other teams. Then the Pittsburgh Steelers, was not expecting this. They're a good team. Like, they are a good team. Challenging for the AFC North. I don't know if the Ravens still have it, but they're up there. And I think it's going to be a very close matchup, but I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to get it done. Then the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Raiders had a very close game with the Chiefs. A botched snap at the end, dude, I don't even know. But their offense looked pretty good in that fourth quarter. They were throwing dots, Aiden O'Connell, and their defense was able to stop Patrick Mahomes. And I actually think this is going to be a trap game. I think the Raiders are actually going to win this. The Buccaneers, 6-6, kept it close with the Panthers. Offense has been pretty all right. Defense, pretty all right too. But I think it's going to be a trap game, and I think the Las Vegas Raiders get it done and beat the Buccaneers. Then we have the Seattle Seahawks versus the Arizona Cardinals. Seattle started off poorly against the Jets, but freaking clicked in that second half. Defense in that second half was able to stop Aaron Rodgers, which isn't really saying much this year, and the offense was able to drive on the Jets, which I don't really know if that's much anymore either. Arizona Cardinals, who did they face? They faced the Vikings. How did I forget that? They faced the Vikings, blew a lead late, and I remember the game now. They had a lead on the Vikings and just couldn't hold on. Not really sure what happened, but I think this game is going to be a very close fight. Obviously, a divisional matchup, major implications for the playoffs and for your Chicago Bears. So I'm going to say the Seattle Seahawks get a win here. I think it's going to be very close, but I think Seattle's going to get a win. Then we have the Buffalo Bills versus the Los Angeles Rams. Bills look amazing. Rams look mid. I'm going with the Bills. Keep it short and sweet. Then Bears, 49ers. I'll talk about that on Saturday morning. So watch that. My Bears pregame predictions. Then Sunday Night Football. We have the Los Angeles Chargers, the Kansas City Chiefs. Chargers played a pretty solid game against the Falcons. Didn't really do anything special, but did enough to win, which is more than they could say last year. Their offense has been pretty good. Herbert has looked pretty good, and their defense has been pretty solid. Kansas City Chiefs, I just think they're going to keep finding ways to win. They're not going to look particularly amazing, but they're going to win. So I'm picking the Chiefs. Then, Monday Night Football, we have the Cincinnati Bengals, Dallas Cowboys. Cincinnati Bengals, offense amazing, defense ass. Dallas Cowboys, pretty much the whole team just sucks right now. So I'm going with the Cincinnati Bengals. We'll keep it short and sweet. Boom. So I have the Cincinnati Bengals. And that's it for my Week 14. We're already in Week 14. That's crazy. Week 14 weekly predictions. Thank you for all the support on the channel. We just got 300 subscribers. I wanted to say thank you guys. Appreciate every single one of you. If you watch, like, anything, just you guys, thank you. See you guys next time. And until next time, don't forget to bear down.